Today we're going to be building a rack using these made in America plastic shelving and Rubbermaid storage totes. Both products are made in the United States. This is a quick and economical form of making a rack using all ready-made products instead of having to cut melamine or purchasing an expensive rack, which are available commercially, but this is a quick way of making one yourself. We're using the Plano 5-tier freestanding shelf system, and we're using 41 quart Rubbermaid totes. This rack could be used for ball pythons, it could be used for leopard geckos, or fat-tailed gecko breeding projects. I use a similar rack system also with larger 56 quart storage sterilite totes for breeding crested geckos and gargoyle geckos. And this is basically what you're going to need. The totes, we have 9 of them. I purchased 10 because they were a buy one get one free deal. 2 of the 5-tier freestanding systems. You're going to need a measuring tape, a hammer, and tamping block of extra piece of wood to help. You'll see here in a moment. Some safety glasses, and either a hand saw, a miter saw, or a circular saw, as we'll be cutting the plastic tubing. The nice thing about the Plano system is they use all the same size tubing. The shelving comes in a variety of different sizes and can be used for different types of quartz. I'm using 41 quartz because I'm using this for probably a mixture of both ball python, new project I've decided to start taking on. A lot of people are breeding, so I thought I'd give it a try, and probably for leopard geckos and fat-tailed geckos. To get the height of it for this unit, you're going to want to measure it. There's a little lip on the inside of these. You're going to want to measure the inside of the lip on the front side. You're going to do the back side also. There's this little lip. So you want to go and measure those. Get your measurement. Put the shelf the way it's going to be positioned on top of the plastic tote. You get a rough estimate of its height. For this, I've already determined that I'm going to cut each piece at 8.5 inches. Now, when you cut them, I cut mine using a miter saw. You get some plastic shards, things like that. You just want to take a knife and you're just going to trim those edges up. I'll make sure you get a very nice, or razor blades work excellent for this too. I'll make sure it's nice and good and clean. Now, I chose this design because I wanted my tubs not to slide out the front, but out through the sides, because I'm going to place this rack in a narrow, darker area of my reptile room, which is actually in my basement where we are right now. So what you do is you get your tubes, you get them positioned in here, you get it pushed in a little bit, and that's why you want to make sure you get it trimmed very well. You're going to take your top one, and you're going to want to trim it, get the fit right inside there, and you're going to do this all the way around. The nice thing is you do have a little bit of leverage with the tubing, because you're basically taking a storage unit shelf and basically cutting it in half, actually. So you're going to cut these tubes basically in half. You'll have a little bit extra, but not much. Not enough that you can make 3 out of 1, but you'll be able to get 2. 2 holes out of 1. So that's one nice thing. So if you do screw up a cut, you do have a little bit of leverage. And you want to press these down, get them into position. These are apparently commercial use, up to 1,000 pounds for these shelves, which is pretty nice. If you got a 1,000-pound ball python or leopard gecko, though, you need to contact me because I like to see it. This one didn't go in correct. There we go. And then we got our shelving in. You can pull your tub out. Very little space in between here. To the side, or how I'm going to want to pull them through. Not that way. And they're not, I don't even know. There we go. They'll lock into place, and like I said, it says 1,000 pounds, so about 185, 190. I can stand on it, get it in place, and pull my tubs through. Now, I'm using this with lids on it. My wife does not like snakes, so she prefers to have a rack that has lids on them. If I was going to do a lidless system, you need to be exact on your measurements, and you're going to want to glue a melamine or something similar onto that side. And again, I will continue this process all the way up till I get my desired height. Okay, this is with a yardstick given to give you some perspective on the height. It's about, of course, a little shy of 36 inches. This is with 4-quart tubs. I paid $6.49 a tub at a local grocery store on sale. I purchased at a local chain hardware store the shelving unit for $39.99 each. You could put either using the width or the length, your heat tape. You're probably going to use the aluminum foil tape to tape those in place, to make sure it doesn't move around. I'll probably wire each shelf as a separate unit. That way, if it's not being used, I can unplug it, so I'm not wasting electricity. I decided to change my design a little bit. I think midstream. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I did purchase 2 kits. My basement ceiling's a little low, so I think I go and maybe get 2 more shelves on it. So they're about another inch higher. I might use 16-quart tubs and go ahead and put 2 16-quart tubs across the top. So I have another place to put, not quite hatchling, but those middle-sized juvies, a nice place for them to go also. And then continue using my separate shoebox rack for hatchlings, and then of course the adults for the 41-quart. So this is a pretty easy way of putting together a very cheap and economical breeding rack, and definitely beats spending $400 for an 8-tub unit when I can get 8 to 10 tubs in about at $150.